Well, it was, most of those people were indoors. That's what I was doing this weekend, considering the heat.
Yeah, I was trying to
has
stay
been brutal.
inside too. Yeah, it's kind of nasty out there. We had the humidity too, so it did not make it comfortable at all. We didn't have any rain today to help cool us off, and not much ahead, unfortunately. Yeah, we have a weather impact alert day once again for tomorrow and for Tuesday because of the extreme heat and highs around 100. We'll get to that in just a little bit. Let's look at the cooler temperatures right now. 80 for San Antonio at the airport, 81 for Stinson, mostly cloudy skies. Winds are a little breezy, southeast at 15, gusts a little bit higher than that. Dew points at 71, so that humidity up there at 74% in the tropical range once again tonight. Still seeing a 90 out there for Eagle Pass, Del Rio pretty close at 89, Rock Springs 81, 78 in Kerrville, 80 Gonzales, Kennedy 80, 79 for Seguin and New Braunfels as of the 10 o'clock hour, now almost 11. And you can see here a lot of green on the radar, but it's not rain. It's the radar looking for rain, not finding it. It's finding it in clear air mode, so that's why that's showing up. So no rainfall out there. We have the humidity, though. It's in the 70s with that dew point. It'll stay there tomorrow and Tuesday, late Tuesday and early Wednesday. A bit of a dip down to the 50s, so feeling better Wednesday morning, but right back up there for the rest of the forecast. And doesn't look like it's going to go any lower anytime soon. Drought report showing a lot of exceptional drought conditions still. San Antonio westward to the Rio Grande and northward just west of Austin, outside of that extreme and severe, so we need that rainfall. Not the moisture in the air, we need to get down to the ground. Here's the water vapor imagery. We're watching a dry line. It's to our north and northwest right now. You can see it right where my finger is pointing, right there. To the north of it, drier air, cooler to the south of it, more moisture and much warmer. Usually where they meet, that's where we get the storms to fire up. That's what's happening today, but because it was well to our north, just didn't see anything out of it. Here's the futurecast. Break it down for you hour by hour, starting you out at 7 tomorrow morning. Mostly cloudy skies for most of us, temperatures starting out in the 70s, and it will be a humid start to the day. For the rest of the afternoon, we're heading into some sunshine. Still some clouds hanging around, but we should see a little more than today. Temperatures also noticeably hotter, near 110 for Eagle Pass, this model showing. Upper 90s to around 100 for most everyone else. Low to mid 90s for the hill country. That's the cool spot, if you want to call that cool. And then Tuesday morning, pretty much starting the same way. This model showing a bit less cloud cover Tuesday morning, but still rather humid, starting out in the 70s once again. And for the rest of the day, we tap into a little more sunshine. Temperatures in about the same spot. Low to mid 90s in the hill country for highs, upper 90s to around 100 for everybody else. So things staying the same, but then we finally start to cool off for the rest of the week. But then next week we heat things up once again. So for tonight, a quiet evening, warm and muggy. Overnight low temperature tonight of 76. Sunset still getting later as we are still a month away from the beginning of summer, but it feels like it out there. Tomorrow, 92 by noon and 100 your forecast high. A very hot day. Only the slightest chance for a shower, not enough to put on the 14-day, but plenty of heat. That's why we have weather impact alert days for tomorrow and Tuesday. Then we cool down to the mid-90s for highs for the rest of the week. And then by Sunday, moisture returns in the form of some rainfall. 20% chance of rain every day for the rest of the forecast into the first day of June next weekend, or the next weekend rather. And temperatures for highs staying in the 90s. We'll hope for some more rain. It's just not coming anytime soon.